TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, Monday evening show over here. Earlier than originally, I said, I don't know, timed. It's supposed to be a 6 p.m. Pepper. There's pepper in my eye. It's supposed to be 6 p.m., but with changed it to 5 p.m. for a particular reason. I was expecting some guests, and they have cancelled. So I thought, let me get this one out the park, get it done early, so I can rest with my lovely wife. But we're going to be reviewing some news in regards to Moises Caicedo. Again, I don't know. There's some Thomas Partey breaking news. Yuri Tillemans as well, update on that, and some other bits and pieces kind of sandwiched in between that. On this Monday evening show, we're getting this one on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I literally mean all over this world. But yes, welcome back to the Monday evening show over here. An hour earlier, that doesn't happen too often. Yeah, we made some changes because I was expecting some guests and they've cancelled. So I thought, let's get this one out of the park. So what you can do, it does say over here, doesn't it? It says to click the like button. It doesn't say subscribe, it says click the like button. Also, come into the live chat. I've seen there's been one comment from some data. For some reason, it's not showing up here. But come into the live chat. Let me know your thoughts about Moises Caicedo, transfer news, and maybe Thomas Partey as well. You might want to talk about. If you're not going to be talking about him, I'll be talking about Thomas Partey. But anyway, top of the show. We're going to be talking about first. We'll be talking about this gentleman here, actually. Where is he? Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey update tells me that he might be available come, the game against the Toffees. Also had the Thomas Partey injury boost amid Moises Caicedo transfer. The Ghanaian international is hopeful of being fit for Saturday's next Premier League outing against Everton at Goodison Park. The Ghanaian underwent an assessment on Saturday when the Arsenal squad were back at their London Colney training base for a recovery session. The initial diagnosis was good, with the hope that Partey has suffered no serious damage. Now, Arsenal's players were given Sunday off, apparently. If it was me, I wouldn't give them Sunday off, by the manager, Mikel Arteta, and Partey was due to be assessed again by the club medical staff today, Monday morning. The 29-year-old hopes he can train as normal this week and face Everton at Goodison Park on Saturday. But we'll wait to be given the all clear after the assessment. Partey has been instrumental for Arsenal this season, and his fitness would be a huge boost to Arteta, who is short on midfield options, as Mohamed Elneny is coming out with a knee injury, and a lot of you do not rate Albert Sambi Lokonga. So that's the first one. Thomas Partey, it appears that he will be available for the game. Yes. A Saturday game against the Toffees, aka Everton, or is it Everton, aka the Toffees? Yeah, but Thomas Partey, man, Thomas Partey, back the linchpin for you. Not so much for me. Anyhow, the second news segment, I imagine a lot of you are waiting for this, is in regards to Moises Caicedo. Oh my goodness. What can I say about this? Well, there's actually a third bid about to be prepared to offer for Moises Caicedo. The Gunners have seen bids for £60 million, £7 million, which is, that's right. Not back already this window, the first of which prompted Caicedo to publicly urge Brighton to sell him before the transfer window closes on Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Brighton have given Caicedo time away from the club until the closure of the window, after which they fully expect the Ecuadorian international back in training and fully focus on Roberto De Zerbi's surprise push for the European club. Now, I was listening to ESPN platform on my way home, and there's two particular gentlemen who was talking about the Caicedo deal. And Brighton's policy of actually their business model, when I think about it, is right. They actually like to bring players in, develop them to a certain extent, and then sell them. Yeah, a feeder club. And what these two gentlemen were saying is that it will go against the grain, if you would have it, to say, no, we're going to keep hold of you. We'll keep hold of you. And that's not the way they've done business. This year, they train, play to a certain level, and then they sell the player off for a reasonable profit. Why not so much Moises Caicedo? I have no idea. But this is supposed to be the business model for Brighton. Players come in, develop them, and then they sell them. I mean, look at Ben White. Yeah, hefty fee of £50 million. Last week it was Leandro Trossard, £27 million. Where do they stand with this one? Well, I'll tell you where they stand with this one. There is a third bid about to come in for Moises Caicedo. And what I would say on that is that we don't want to be paying over the odds. Because like these two gentlemen on ESPN Sports were saying, is that if you're spending, let's just say, for example, Arsenal, again, it's just an example. Let's just say Arsenal agree to a £70 million buy for Caicedo. How much? I know he's only age 21, Caicedo, but how much of that are you going to get back when you do eventually sell him? Let's just say he comes over, 3-year deal, as an example, gets a second extension, another 3 years, then he will leave Arsenal age 27. But how much of that money are you going to recoup? Really, not much. Not much. That was one thing. The other thing I was thinking about in regards to Caicedo is he quality enough to come in and start in the first 11? I'm just asking a question, because at that amount of money, a player is not just coming over to Arsenal just to sit on the bench and be a bench warmer. The player is obviously coming over here at that level, of I say purchase, to come and play in the first team. So is he a real alternative to a Thomas Partey? Really? Is he? I'm just asking the question. Yeah. So when or if we do buy him and we sell him at some stage in the future, how much of that money are we going to recoup? Half? The full amount? I don't think so. And secondly, is he good enough to topple Thomas Partey, age only 21? And also, someone sent me a message that they actually didn't send me a message, but on Twitter they said that Brighton are paying him £3,000 a week. I find that hard to believe. I find it really, really hard to believe. They pay him only £3,000. I don't believe that. Anyway, we've got onwards and upwards. All right, so the next news is in regards to this fullback. We spoke about him last week, Cedric Suarez. And the latest that I am hearing about this loan deal, he's supposed to be moving to Fulham on a loan, 6 months, is that still waiting. Yeah, Cedric Suarez loan move from Arsenal to Fulham still on, but both clubs are still waiting on Shane Duffy's transfer from Brighton. Thinking, what? Yeah, he's on course to complete his move to Fulham in January transfer window. There's one more day to go, but the deal is still being held up by Shane Duffy's likely transfer from Brighton. If and when Fulham turn Duffy's loan into a permanent deal, Fulham will then get the green light to complete Cedric's signing. The hold-up is due to the fact that Fulham have Duffy and Dan James on loan, and the Premier League has a cap on 2 loanees from other Premier League clubs. I was not aware of that. Wasn't aware of that. So that's a little bit of transfer news in regards to at least Cedric Suarez going in the opposite direction from Arsenal to Fulham. And there's just one more other transfer newsworthy. Yuri Tillemans, the forgotten man, has given transfer verdict amid fresh Arsenal news. And Arsenal could be set to make a fresh bid for Yuri Tillemans, the midfielder, before tomorrow's transfer deadline, according to another platform. And the guys are long-term admirers of the Belgium international since it was confirmed he had turned down a new contract with the Foxes. Tillemans has been a key part of Leicester's success in recent seasons since he moved from Monaco in 2019, and is now keen for a fresh start as he enters the final 6 months of the deal, of his contract, while a number of clubs have previously been linked with the midfielder. It is Arsenal that could make a move for him over the next couple of days. So these are those have been the new segments coming run on Canal 4 TV on the Tuesday evening show here. 11 minutes after, actually, it's 12 minutes after the hour of 5 p.m. over here. Of course, the time is going to vary wherever you are in this world of ours. And yeah, coming to live chat, you can see there's been one comment. Actually, there's been two comments. I recognize that person, Gabriel is from Costa Rica. But give me time to go into our Twitter feed. Let's see if there's been any comments there. Oh, there's been one notification. Let's see what it is. What is that notification? Anything to do with? Oh, right, someone here. Okay, all right. I can't. I think it's. Yeah, I don't recognize the person. Is it Tankawi? Thank you for following us. Thank you for that. So no comments in regards to that. But what I have actually done within the last few moments before coming actually on air, I have put another question to each and every one of you. The question I put on there before was, is Moises Caicedo worth £65 million? Actually, let's quickly get this up so I can. Oops, that's not it, is it? That's not it. Aha! Bear me a second. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so last poll question, and the question it was, is Moises Caicedo worth £65 million? Choose only one. Well, out of 1,500 votes, thank you for that. 6 thumbs up, and there was only 4 comments. A bit weird. 59% of the votes said that Moises is worth £65. So I've kind of upped the ante. I've improved it by a further £5 million. And the question is Moises Caicedo now worth £70 million? And we have had almost 100 votes, 7 thumbs up and 1 comment. I haven't been able to respond to that comment just yet because I'm live. And so far, 33% of the votes have said that actually he is worth £70 million. Yeah. And 67% believe that he is not worth £70 million. When you're talking about 60, 65, you're already paying over the odds, man. But that's just my opinion. So that is a poll that we're going to be checking out in the coming days, and just see where we end up with that. Actually, let me just refresh the page and see. All right, now we've received 106 votes. Right, so now 34% believe that Moises Caicedo is worth £70 million, and 66% of the votes now say that no, he's not worth £70 million. He's not worth £70 million, man. I'm sure there are alternatives out there. There must be other midfielders that we can get for a cracking price. Half of the amount of money that Brighton are asking for. Anyhow. Right, which leaves me now I can go into the live chat and check out, or actually see who's joined us on this Monday evening show here on Canal 4 TV. Do not forget, I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm asking you to kindly just click the like button. It says it right there. Click the like button. That would mean the world to me. Anyhow. Also come into the live chat if you want to, but you don't have to. Let's go into the live chat for the first time and see who has joined us. We've got Gabriel, yes, from Costa Rica. This is Nketia Ballon d'Or. You never know. You never know, Gabriel. You never know. Good afternoon to you. Says hello, Alex. I think we should go for someone else. And so do I. So do I. I would go for Ruben Neves. Why would you go for Ruben Neves? Amit, why Ruben Neves? You're trying to trick me, aren't you? So why did Arsenal not try for Milovic Savic? I have no idea. Because as my mind serves me, hopefully quite well, or well enough, he did not want to sign a contract extension, did he? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Or maybe pay $6 million for a backup for Frank Kessie on loan with an option to buy. With an option to buy, I would say. And if we think, or if we deem that he's not good enough, then we can say, actually, thank you for the 6 months, but you are now going to return to your parent company in Barcelona. And actually, I remember talking about Frank Kessie about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I think I actually might upload that video again. I'm not sure. Anyway, come on, let's get it going. There's 28 comments here, 28 comments. 20. You are watching me over here. Come into the live chat. I want to know your thoughts about Moises Caicedo, Thomas Partey, the game coming on Saturday against Everton. Come on, I want to hear from you. I would say Ruben Neves because he's done it in the EPL and would not be worth anywhere near £70 million. I mean, I know Wolves was it last year? I think it was, wasn't it? They slapped that £70 million price tag on his head. Ruben Neves thinking, oh, am I worth £70 million? I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway. But I would go for Ruben Neves. Why not? Or even so, go for Armando Onana. Why not? Evening, Tiganosaurus. Say evening. Hope you are well. I hope you had a good day, my friends. Say hello to your sons from Uncle Alex. I'm confused. Well, I can't help you be confused. What up? What do you mean? You're confused. What up? No buy option for Frank Kessie. Just get him on loan and go for in the summer. Save money. It'll save a lot of money at least. Whoops, what's happened here? Right. Okay. Cool. So it was you, my friend. I just got a camera for the merchandise today. Very cool, all the way from German Netherlands. Right. Okay. I'm so happy. I was thinking, I was telling my wife, we haven't had someone buy Canon 42 merch, and actually, I've not worn the merch. I'll probably start with it again. My red top, my white T-shirt, and maybe the hat as well. We haven't had anyone buy any merchandise or even put a super chat, which is okay. It's all right. Then I ended up doing a show one time. I got a notification. Oh, someone has bought some merchandise from your Canon 42 merchandise store. So enjoy the merchandise. Yeah, maybe buy some for your two sons. Just saying. Did he deserve that huge money, really? What I'm going to say is, we know with footballers, they earn a lot of money. A lot of money that I won't see in my lifetime. Maybe if there was 3 of us, or maybe 4 Alexes, you combine the salaries together, or 4 Alexes, maybe I might come close to that. But footballers get a lot of money in wages. On the other hand, defining injury could end their career. So I'm not going to begrudge them. I'm not going to begrudge them that amount that they get. But what I will say is, we can't have players holding the power, player power. When we ask you to play, you must play. When you play, you must always give your best. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not going to be watching that. Yeah, it is a lot of money. Why do you think? What do you think about Van Balogun? Is it 13 goals now? I think in 11 starts. Yeah, top scorer for Rennes. I don't want him back at Arsenal just yet. Don't want him back yet. Let him have a long season-long loan deal out in France. Let him complete that loan spell, and when he comes back, we can assess where we think he might fit in the pecking order. But I would not want to disrupt the success that he's having over there. I think it is 13 goals in 11 games, isn't it? Oh yeah. He's ripping up France. Tavares is also really well. Yes, but we play him as a fullback. Tavares is left back. He's a wing back who loves marauding forward from that position there. So if we are going to play him, play players to their strengths. His strength is not in defending. His strength is in attacking. I don't have his stats. I mean, I'm not sure. How many goals has Nuno scored? Is it 6 goals, 5 goals? I mean, let's just come up top of my head. I don't know how many goals he's actually scored, but yeah, he's another player. Let him have that spell out in France. Do not disrupt that. When the season's finished, bring them both back, and then we can assess where they fit in, if they're going to fit in. I mean, for me personally, they will save us a lot of money. We've got how many players out on loan? I mean, I saw someone put in on Twitter, Charlie Patino. What's happened to Miguel Aziz? Actually, I know what's happened to him recently, but I'm not going to mention that. But we have so many players out on loan that we could recall. But these 2 or 4 mentioned players, Balogun and Nuno Tavares, let them complete their season out in France. I don't want them back yet. So, do you think it's right to hold Edu accountable if do not get a CDM? Because we all knew a CDM was needed since last January winter. Of course, hold him accountable. Hold him accountable. I mean, by the grace of God, we've got Thomas Partey, who most likely will be featuring against Everton come Saturday. But somebody said to me last week that Thomas Partey is due an injury. I was thinking, oh my goodness, he's due an injury. And when that happens, we're going to make sure we've got our insurance policy. I won't say backup, but we've got our insurance policy. Who's going to be the insurance policy? I have no idea. But Arsenal, we've got today and tomorrow, the last day of the transfer window, will be done and dusted. Get it in. Get the player in. And like I said the other day, I don't know whether it's going to be a Ruben Neves as an example, a Milovic Savic as an example, a Moises Caicedo as an example, you know, a Declan Rice as an example. I don't know who it's going to be, but they've got to get somebody in of quality, not just anybody. Get someone in of a relatively good quality who can hit the ground running. I mean, look at Trossard. Came in, made that game, made an instant impact. Man City, not so. And I wish that we had given him more time. But when we made the change with Martinelli gave a different, I don't know, dimension to our attack. So options, we've got to have options. With Thomas Partey, we don't have an option. We don't have an option. Anyhow, I'm going to thank you for that. So it is 5 goals in 17 games, which is still very, very good. He's not a left back. He is a wing back. And I've read some reports, brief reports about Kieran Tierney. There's a particular club out in Spain who are sniffing around him again. I might have to do a video about Kieran Tierney. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, it could be just rumours anyway. Oops, what's happened here? There we go. Like that. Forgot to shut the laptop. So Alex, you finally found Martinelli to give him. Yes. You took your time. I tell you, that's a good one. It's all my fault, isn't it? What's the pen pot? Thank you for that, Tired. Oh dear. Kilwa apparently played most of last season at CDM. Do you know much about his performance as a CDM role? No, I don't actually. I don't. You know, gone are the days where I would hear about a particular player, and I would actually only one time, you know, I did hear about a player, and I ran to YouTube, and YouTube has a good way of showing the best parts of a player, not the bad parts. But with Kilwa, no, I haven't checked anything out, so I've got no idea. Maybe someone who's watching now has probably a better insight in regards to Kilwa. I couldn't tell you, my friend. I have no idea. If we get one, I personally would put White a CDM when needed. Tommy on the right and keep Cedric. What's your thoughts? We've spoken about this on the platform before. It might have been on the East Talk, and it was on the East Talk, and it was the enforcer Des who said the same thing. And I said that if we are to do that, surely it takes away from the understanding on the right-hand side that Ben White has with Bukayo Saka. Intricate plays, the knowing when to defend, when to attack, the overlap that Ben White does on the outside. For me, no. As a central defensive midfielder, you need to be fairly solid. Ben White, as a CDM, not really. Not for me. Not for me. Alex, what's that Benzema will get? do you know what, Ahmed? I think Benzema is still struggling with that GPS on his phone, man. He's thinking, oh, where is the Emirates? Is it the Emirates airline? Is it the Emirates? I don't know. What is it? Please, GPS, get me to my destination. Yeah, Benzema's still struggling with the GPS, man. Thinking, oh, okay. If he ain't going to find his way now, he's never going to find his way, is he, to the Emirates? Oh, my days. If you are watching now, you have been listening to me talk about Thomas Partey injury. It appears that he'll be ready come the game on Saturday against the Toffees. Yes. There's also some news about Yuri Tillemans. If you believe the news, rumours, Arsenal might be going back in for this person, the forgotten midfielder, who for me will not be coming to Arsenal. It's not going to be happening. We also spoke about Cedric Suarez. There's some hold up in his loan move to Fulham. Yeah. Sean Duffy. Yeah, it's complicated. It's a little bit complicated. And Moises Caicedo as well. There's an imminent third bid coming in from Arsenal that I might talk about in a pre-recorded video. Tomorrow it's going to be the last day of the transfer window. And so what I was thinking on the way from home is that all the stuff about Moises Caicedo, is it a distraction? Are Arsenal line up a different midfielder somewhere over there? Not over here with Moises, but a midfielder somewhere over there. Is it a distraction? Possibly. Possibly. Who is that midfielder that Arsenal are looking at somewhere over there? I have no idea. No idea. But Arsenal better get their skates on, man. Better get their skates on and sign a player, a CDM. Get it done, Arsenal. Get it done, Edu. And you're right, Ty. I would hold Edu accountable if he were not to get a central defensive midfielder in January. And then what happens? Thomas Partey gets injured. And we're thinking, right, let's just shuffle the pack around. Shuffle the pack. And let's see if we can get to the end of the season and still maintain maybe the top 4 position. We don't want to get in that position. Let's make sure that we, have all our corners covered and we move on. Don't let lightning strike twice, Arsenal. Edu, get the business done. Get it done. Right. Okay. I want to quickly refresh the page. Our Twitter page. Okay, no. I'll do that. I think what I'll do. Let me refresh the page where I actually did the vote in regards to Moises Caicedo. Is he worth £70 million? Is he worth £70 million? Maybe I'm worth 70 pence. Maybe £70. I'm not sure. Moises Caicedo. So I'm asking the question: is Moises Caicedo worth £70 million? We've had 205 votes, 10 thumbs up, and 2 comments. I need to get to those comments there. Oh, we had a little bit of a change here. 36% of you believe that he is worth that amount of money. 64% the votes say that actually no, he's not worth £70 million. The previous vote we did about whether he's worth a certain amount of money was, is he worth £65 million? 1,500 votes, 79 thumbs up. That's incredible, and 4 comments. Well, 59% of the votes said that actually he is worth £65 million, and 41 said actually no, he's not worth that amount of money. So I'm kind of feeling literally, if I were to do another poll, let's just say for example tomorrow, is he worth £80 million? I'm sure a lot of you say he's not worth that amount of money. He's not worth that amount of money. All right, okay. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Amit says Hosamoa will also join Mesmai in the summer. What's happening with ESR? Do you know? I have no idea. I know he was not part of the squad that went out to play against Man City. And the first thing that came to my mind, injury. I hope not. But I don't have any update news in regards to Emil Smith-Rowe, why he wasn't part of the squad. Oh, are you sure? Injured? He's injured. Again, sadly, he looks like the next. Oh, my goodness. We really need a midfielder to not only have her party covered, but also allow Lokonga to go on loan. What's your thoughts? I wouldn't want to let Lokonga go. I wouldn't let him go on loan. Anyway, there we go. Thanks. Oh, no. Caicedo only played the season, so how can he be worth that much? Well, because they don't want to sell the player. They want to make an example of him. How dare you go to social media and beg us to leave? You've only been us with one season. How dare you? We're not going to let you go. That's the way I see it anyway. Look at what's happening at Basuma. Although the Spuds are great at ruining talent, what's your thoughts? I don't worry about the Spuds, man. I don't worry about them. But you're right, Basuma, man, left Brighton to go to the other part of North London and kind of struggling for minutes, isn't he? He's struggling. Dare me. I don't know. I really don't know. A few more comments. Any more comments? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this one up. I did say it's going to be a short show, didn't I? We'll be running for 31 minutes. So let's have a look. Vernon, good evening to you. Says, is Arsenal converting still do this 90 minutes? I'm not sure what you mean. Is Arsenal converting still do this 90 minutes? I'm not sure what you mean, Vernon. I'm sorry. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what I don't understand what you're trying to say. Right. Me thinks that me has finished. I think I have finished on this Monday Eve show over here, and I've got to have my din-dins. Yeah, my din-dins, my dinner. Yeah. See, my wife's just saying, "Are you going to do the dinner?" I will do the dinner. I will make the food for both of us. All right, Vernon, I'm not understanding your. Is Arsenal converting still do this? You mean I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry, Vernon. Okay. Any more comments? Otherwise, we will wrap this one up. Alex, what about a try bid for Dejan? Would he want to come over to us? It would have to be a cheeky bid. It would have to be a real cheeky bid, wouldn't it? I mean, how much do you think? From Uwe would be good. To put one. Is that all it's about now? It's when are you going to sort out Saka and Saliba? Well, I'll tell you for now, it won't be anything to do with a pen because they already have a pen. They have a pen and they have the paper. These two might be a little bit more trickier. I've got to be honest with you. I think Saliba is just not interested. I might give him the paper. I said, how do you say, Monsieur Saliba, please sign the contract. And he would say, well, Monsieur Alex, no. Oh, my days. All right, people. Everyone. Okay, thank you to you for watching me talk over here about Arsenal related news, transfer news, Moises Caicedo. Again, we've got today and tomorrow to get, again, whichever central defensive midfielder it's going to be, Arsenal, just get it done. Get it done. But I've got a little smidge of a feeling that it might not be Moises Caicedo. I think they're kind of doing something over there. Yeah, all this Moises Caicedo stuff is all like it's a mirage. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And even at 70 or 80 million pounds, it's not happening. It won't happen. So don't get upset if it doesn't happen. Be upset if we do not buy a central defensive midfielder. That will be the reason to get upset for. But not to rant. Not to rant. Okay, there's a few more. We still need a midfielder anyhow. Yes, we do. Cannon for the charm is needed for Saliba, yeah, and a lot of money as well. They train him, and we take him just like so. Colin, you're coming in as I'm about to finish, mate. Eh? God dear. And the funny thing is, it was supposed to be at 6 p.m. Oh, of course, I'm in the UK. It was supposed to be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So I thought, oh, I'm expecting a couple of guests, visitors to the house, and they cancelled. I thought, oh my goodness. So that's why. But as you're coming in, I'm about to go out, Colin. Let's get it done, man. For how much, Larry? How much? 60, 70, 80 million pounds for Moises Caicedo. I think we still need a striker and a midfielder. Watch it back. Okay, no problem. Nothing has been said about Emerson Rowe, what's happening with him. Well, someone's just put in a live chat, my friend, is that Emerson Rowe is again injured. I need to do some research and find out if that is the case. If he's injured again, that would be a travesty. It would be so disappointing. Anyhow. Okay, we are finished over here. Ty Gunsource, I've got to say thank you. So you were the one who brought the Canon 4 TV merchandise. Buy some more merchandise for your sons. Yeah, that's what I'd say. I'll probably need to start wearing a t-shirt again and other bits and pieces on that. Anyhow, that is it. I will be back tomorrow evening. I think maybe a little bit later, maybe at 6 p.m. Yeah, tomorrow I'm hoping to have some visitors come over here. Anyhow, thank you for listening to me about the transfer news. Yeah, transfer news and more transfer news. Anyhow, like it says down there, it does say to like the video. Subscribe, you don't have to, but it will make me smile. I'll smile anyway. Thank you. Anyhow, enjoy the remnants of your day. You might be living in the UK with me, I'm not sure. It might be your night, which means you're probably that side of the planet, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, or it might be the early morning, stateside. Anyhow, this has been Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.